Hello everybody, my name is Heidi Maria and I am from Norway. This is my podcast Love, Joy and Heart Set, and I'm interviewing people all around the world about spirituality and about love and about how to live with the heart. So today I have a very special guest with me all the way from Germany. It's Biggi Leask, and she is helping women after breakups, divorce to regain self-confidence and inner strength with her program. Welcome to this podcast. I'm so delighted to have you on. Can you please tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yes, thank you, Heidi, for having me. Yeah, my name is Biggi Leask, as you already mentioned, and I'm a self-love strategist. And my passion is to help more women to realize how amazing they are, because women are extraordinary if they allow it.
Yes.
And, I am 61 years old. And I have a son. He's a firefighter in Frankfurt, Germany, and he has 3 kids of his own. And happy family. I have 4 siblings who live around the area where I live, and I really enjoy my life. I really enjoy the people I get to know with my work I'm doing. And as I said before, I love to help. I'm not Mother Teresa, don't get me wrong, but I'm passionate to help, to support. It's kind of a movement already for years and years and years to empower women, and I just want to do my part to that.
That is amazing. It sounds like you have a great life and that you are so blessed with your family, and so nice to hear. And it is such an important job that you are doing, empowering women, and it is so important after a divorce and a breakup to find that confidence in themselves. I have been through a divorce myself, so I know how important it is to build yourself up after a divorce. Can you tell me a little bit about your story? What was the story about behind helping women to empower women?
Yeah, it's my own story. After a really bad breakup in 2008, I was really devastated and was full of anger, full of hate, full of self-pity, full of self-doubt. I didn't felt worthy or pretty or sexy or anything. I was really in a very bad place, and it took me more than 6 months to realize in how bad the place is I've been in. And once I realized that, I wanted to change something. And so I decided to do something for myself, like get a massage. And I did that. And my massage therapist, she talked to me about on one part NLP, and the other part was the law of attraction.
Yes.
But she didn't mention the law of attraction right at the beginning. She asked me if I watched the film The Secret, and I haven't. So, and she said, okay, I lend you the DVD and then we talk. And I was expecting kind of a science fiction film, because our previous conversations were also about science fiction, like how I like Stargate and Star Trek and stuff like that. And then one evening I sat on my couch and watched this film, and I was amazed. I was blown away Just like after 5 minutes, my mouth was smiling. I was in a totally different state, and it was amazing. And that was my first step towards personal development. I didn't know before that something like that exists.
No.
I was raised like, you go to school, you make your whatever, and get a job and have a family, and that's it, and work until you're old enough to retire, and then you enjoy your retirement, stuff like that. And but there's so much more to life than that. And that was my beginning. And after watching The Secrets, I discovered Abraham Hicks. I discovered Louise Hay. I participated at a Hay House Summit, a virtual summit online, and it was mind-blowing. And bit by bit, I regained my confidence. I was smiling. I was happy again. I was enjoying my life. And people around me acknowledged that, and they say, hey, what are you taking? Because I was always so happy. And my colleagues, they called me the sunshine of their department, and because I was always that happy, and I loved talking about it, about my journey. And then friends and colleagues said, oh, you have to do something with it, like go and talk about it on stage. And I used to say one day, and there is no one day.
No.
It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but no Sunday or one day,
Oh.
So then I went to an event, a one-day event from an American coach. And that day I decided, okay, now I have to start. I have to spread what I learned, what I know now, and help other people do the same. So I got myself a coach, and that was in end of 2017. And that's my journey. And now I've been to Los Angeles, participating in events, networking, getting clients, and learn more. Of course, I have learned more as I go along, and it's really a beautiful. It's not a job. It's more than work. It's like a calling, like a destiny, like a vision, a mission, whatever you like to call it. It's really fulfilling.
Yes.
And of course, I still have my ups and downs, and it's not, everything is not always happy. Life happens for me, and I learn every day.
Yeah, we do it. We learn every day.
Every day, but now with my knowledge, I have a different point of view to these things, and I rarely get angry anymore. Of course, I get angry, but it doesn't last so long.
No.
I get sad, but it doesn't last so long. My happiness lasts longer than my sadness or my anger or my frustration or whatever. And that's the fun part of it, air quote, the fun part of it. It makes life so easy, a lot easier than before. It's not struggle all day. It's more ease, more fun, and like just talking to you is a blessing. It's fun. It's we just met online a few days ago or a week ago, and via Ben Chai, and here we are talking, and it's really I love it. I love that about the work I'm doing.
Amazing, amazing. And you have said so much that you have had quite a journey. And when you are talking about the book, The Secret, my sister, she was telling me about the book, and it was the first time, and then I wasn't ready for it at all. And we looked at the movie, and I was, what is this? But then some years after that, I got to, it was some other book that led me to this to Secret, and then I was, oh, I understand, I completely understand what this is all about, and how we are creating our lives by the our thoughts. And it was like eye-opening for me. It was like a new new way of thinking.
Awesome.
Yes. And then you have, I have also been written books about Louise Hay. And it is so much good knowledge that she is coming with. Can you tell me a little bit about when you started to do, what was the first step that you did when you had read the Secret?
I watched The Secret, and it was, I'm very visual, you know.
Yes.
And I was really amazed, and I just watched it again because there was so much information. And so the first lesson I learned is your thoughts are really, really, really important.
Yes.
And that everything is energy, and what you think you get.
Yes.
So, and I was kind of frustrated first because, of course, when I looked around myself and what I've lived through all the years from my early childhood on, and I thought, okay, I was that, I did that, I created that life, and that was kind of scary, but also an encouragement to pay more attention to my thoughts and to my feelings.
Yes.
And I didn't read a lot of books right away. After that, it was a slow process.
Yes.
And in a year later, I attended a one-day seminar from an NLP master trainer in Germany, and he mentioned Abraham Hicks. NLP and law of attraction is not very far apart, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There are very many similarities.
Yes.
He mentioned Esther Hicks, and I was curious, what is that? This Esther Hicks? What does she do?
Yeah.
And then I went on YouTube, and I was hooked. Abraham Hicks, aka Esther Hicks and Jerry Hicks, they got my whole attention, and it was fascinating. And she or Abraham explained so many things that were still not where I wasn't comfortable with, where I thought, is that right? Could it be like that? And they explained a lot. And what I like about that type of workshop is that ordinary people like you and me, they sit on a chair, the hot seat, and they ask questions, and they got the answers from the higher realm, and got more insights, and everything is based on the law of attraction. And the first DVDs I bought then from Abraham Hicks was called The Teaching of Abraham.
Yeah.
And everything about the law of attraction, how it works, and what's important. And because normal people were asking questions, you can relate so much. And when you know that everything is energy, the one person asking the question, the answer is also valid for me.
Yes.
It's also my answer. Because we all have the same problems, right?
Yeah. Yes.
We all have the same problems.
Yes.
There's nothing new under the sun, except maybe Corona, but I'm not sure about that either. So I really can't tell you exact steps. During the first, like in 2009, I discovered, and yeah, like 8 years later, when I had my epiphany, okay, now I have to start. It was a journey, and everywhere I got bits and pieces, and from Jack Canfield, from Louise Hay, and John Assaraf, and it's so much information.
It is.
Yeah, but the thing is, the information isn't the thing.
No.
It's how to apply it.
Yes.
Day-to-day life. That's the key. Because the information is out there. Everyone, if information is everything, everyone would be like us.
Yes.
Happy, spiritual, kind, but they aren't. And that's because, like you mentioned earlier, not everyone is ready for that information. No. Even the information is there. Yes. They are just not interested because they're not ready to receive that information. And some people are not willing to change something or anything in their life because they say, I have to be satisfied with what I have. It's not right to be eager for more. And the opposite is the truth. We are meant to be eager for more. That doesn't mean you don't have to be satisfied with what you have. I'm very grateful with what I have, very grateful, and I love my life, and even though the last year and this year is still not really easy for me at the moment, but I'm confident it's just temporary.
Yes.
I know it's just temporary because we are the creator of our lives.
Yes.
We are the creator of our lives, and it's nothing to be ashamed what we lived before, or to condemn ourselves. Oh, how could we be so stupid to do this and that? I made some really not so good decisions in the past. Not so good decisions, but they were my decisions. So it's just a detour. So okay, I have a lesson to learn. And if you don't learn it, you get the lesson more and more and more as long as until you learn it.
Yes.
So
yes, it comes in front of you.
Yeah.
All the time until you see that it is what you are supposed to do.
It always comes back, and it's even from past lives. Lessons are coming back until you learn it, and that's why we are here. That's why we are decided to come on this wonderful planet to learn, to expand, and to spread the word, so to speak.
Yes.
Just to spread the word that there is much more possible.
Yes.
You don't have to just stop learning. You don't have to just resignate. Is that a word? I'm not sure. English is not my first language, so sometimes I lack the words, but I guess you'll know, and
yes, I understand completely.
Our listeners will know what I mean.
Yes.
It's don't give up. There's always another day. Just stand up and shake everything off you, the dust, and go ahead and learn and learn and learn. And sometimes it's not fun. I admit that. Sometimes it's really not fun. Sometimes it's scary as hell. But nevertheless, it's just temporary.
Yes.
And it's I mean, I have coaches too. I'm constantly learning and evolving. So, and when they tell me, just do it again, just think about, was it what was the learning of it? What did you learn? Any insights? And then you think, okay, what insights can there be of that disaster? And then the light bulb.
Yes.
And I say, that's why. Now I know.
Yes. And it is when we are in that process that we want to learn, when we are thinking that, okay, this is how I have react before, but I don't want to do that again. I want to do something differently. Then you start to learn.
And that's the thing about the awareness, and many people don't know about the awareness, how to be aware or what they are capable of. I mean, we are so powerful beings.
Yes, we are.
Especially we women in our true femininity, we are so powerful, and there is no need to behave like men in business or in the corporate world, like to compete with other women or with other men, and it's not necessary. We each one of us, we are so, and men as well, we are so, everyone on this planet is so unique. There is no competition. If everyone would realize that, there would be really more peace, more ease, more relaxed, more chill on this world.
Yes, I'm so...
Because you have your unique gift. I have mine. So has my coach and her coaches and his coaches, and it's, everyone has their strength and everyone has their weakness.
Yes.
And it's okay to be weak from time to time, to have weaknesses. That's perfectly okay. Some say you have to make your weakness to a strength, and some say, okay, focus on your strength and make more out of it, so your weakness will, like, no one focus on your weakness if you're just a strong personality. And so pick what's good for you.
Yes.
What resonates with you. So we are so from society, from church, from family, from our friends, from our boss and colleagues, we are so passionate to be everyone's darling, but that's not possible. So, and everyone has expectations, and we tend to want to fulfill these expectations, but, and there's a but, I don't like the word but is a but. Put yourself first. What do you want?
Yes.
And that's the name of my program, by the way. It's Fly 365 solution, which stands for First Love Yourself 365 days a year. And that's the solution.
Yes.
Because when you put yourself first, especially we as women, tend to put ourselves last. And that's how society and how we were raised. That's how everyone wants us. And it's totally the opposite. Don't put yourself last, put yourself first, because only when you have something to give, you are of value to your family, to your boss, to your colleagues, to your friends.
Yes.
So it's not selfish, it's a necessity.
Yes, I'm so agreeing with you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the best service we can do for the whole planet, for the world, to be to put ourselves first. That doesn't mean to be to never compromise or something like that, but there are different compromises, and you're aware of the compromise, and the compromise is in alignment with you. So, and if you want to say no, say no. No is a complete sentence.
Yes.
Doesn't need any justification, doesn't need any explanation. It's a full sentence. And once you accept that, it makes life so much more easy. I don't ask, if someone says no, I accept that and respect that, because they have their reasons, like I have mine. I haven't lived the other person's life. They have the reason why they say no. And I have my reasons when I say no. Because it's better for me. And I put myself first. Because I want to be, I want to serve the best I can. So, and I always have my reasons for everything I do. That doesn't mean that the reasons, if you look back, the reasons are still valid, but at that moment they were valid. And you decide in the moment with everything you know at that time. And not what you know a year later. It's easy to say, oh, I should have done that differently. That's very easy to say in retrospect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 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 And I can't, and I just say yes, yes, yes to all that you are saying, because this is what I have discovered also, that it is so important to put yourself first. And when you put yourself first and you fill up your own cup, then you are more able to give to other people. And like a empath, and I see that you are also, it is so important to fill yourself first up, because you're always giving, and you will give and give and give and give if you to other people, and you won't see that you are drained.
Yeah.
So that's so important. It's so important job that you do. Can you tell me a little bit about your program? Where can people find you?
People can find me on Facebook.
Yes.
Biggi Leask, just my name.
Yes.
They can find me on LinkedIn and on my website, biggileask.com. Very simple, very short, no dots, no hyphen, no anything, just Biggi Leask, in one word, so to speak, .com. And I offer for everyone a free session, just to make sure the prospect and we are on the same wavelength, because I would do to a disservice to a person if I take a client and we are not on the same page. So it has to fit from both sides. So it's a 1 hour free session, and yes, that's where people can find me. And my program is it's quite simple. It's just for 90 days, and I talk to my clients for once a week for an hour. We have a session for an hour, preferably via Zoom, because that is a very reliable tool. If it's not possible via WhatsApp, like with or without video, just as the client wants it. I always suggest to be face-to-face, like we do now. And so we can see each other, we can see the reaction on the face. It's much more informative and easier for me than to help. I mean, I get a lot from a picture, I get a lot from a phone call, but to see each other is far more fruitful for the work we are doing together. and it's work. You have to be willing to work. I give homework as well, and it's very individual, but because it's a one-on-one coaching, and every woman has her own story, and I respect that. And every woman has a different goal where she wants to be, like in 3 months, in 6 months, in 10 months, or a year, or whatever. And even though I say I'm a strategist, we do the strategy together.
Yeah.
It's not my strategy. It's I would say 80% it's from the client, because when we talk, there's a realization, there's the light bulb we talked before, and then bit by bit she comes to certain conclusions, and then we put it into a strategy. So where are we now? Where do you want to go? How do we get there? And we get there by having a first strategy, and that strategy is not written in stone. It's just like a plan, and it's adjusted during the coaching sessions over and over again, because the more the client learns and develops and realizes what went not wrong, but what went, how it went, so why happened that, and what was my part, always my part as well, as my client, and as I as me. And but in the end, it's after these 90 days, it's my clients are so much further than they thought they would be. And if they want to stick with me, they can prolong their sessions, the program, and just get more coaching until they say, okay, it's enough, I'm ready for something else or someone else.
Yeah.
It's not my job to be a coach for someone for a long time, because they evolve and I evolve. You know, we grow, and sometimes in different directions. And it's totally okay if a client says, oh, after 3 months or 90 days, it's okay, I was very happy with you, I'm now doing this and that. So and sometimes I can recommend other coaches, or sometimes they because they evolve, they meet other people, and that's so amazing when you can observe how your environment is changing, how the people in your environment is changing, how you change. Sometimes people aren't funny anymore. Sometimes people start to be funny. Sometimes people are just annoying.
Yeah.
Because you're on a different energy level, on a different frequency.
Yes.
And it's really amazing to watch this.
Yeah. It sounds like you have a amazing job, and it is so important what you are doing. Can you tell me a little bit about how you meet your client? The first session, what is how do you work?
How do I work? It's very individual. The most important thing is to listen.
Yeah.
Not only to the words, but how the words are spoken, and how the woman is expressing herself. Everything, like That's very important. And I'm not a know-it-all. I don't know everything. But what I know, I'm willing to share. And the first session is a lot of talking. My client does a lot of talking, and I ask questions. And I don't tell someone what to do. They know themselves what to do with the knowledge they have, because I can only speak from my point of view.
Yes.
With my knowledge now. Even when I look back like 1 year or 2 years ago, my experience are not pure anymore, so to speak. It's only 80% truth or 50% truth, because I'm not the same person anymore. So I have a different point of view to that event in the past. So it's all my client does the work.
Yes.
My client does the work.
Yeah.
But there's another but. I help.
Yeah.
I help and support, and sometimes even enable my client to work. Yeah. And a lot of my my program is based on Louise Hay. Yeah. I admire that woman really, because she made me realize how important self-love, self-care, and self-forgiveness is. Yes. She is the basis of my program. But there are influence from all the books I've read, from all the DVDs I watched, from all the seminars and courses I attended, and networking and everything. It's just like a melting pot. I took from every book and DVD and seminar and workshop I attended. I took the things that resonated with me.
Yes, that's so important.
So and it's bits and pieces from many people who are now. I wouldn't say I'm not as well known as John Asserer, for instance, or Esther Hicks or Gabby Bernstein, or like famous authors who have their own huge companies, and I'm not that far along at the moment. But they provided so many insights for me. And like in school, I've learned what I wanted to learn. And it's still the same. My horizon broadened. It's much more broad than it was before. But it's just like a buffet. You pick what you like.
Yes.
If you don't like, you just leave it. You know, you don't have to eat the whole buffet. If something doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. And if my client resonate with what I have to say, then we're not a perfect fit, you know.
Yes.
And yeah, so and but in general, it's in the first free session we have, you kind of feel it and get it if you're a fit or not. And then if someone isn't the right one for me, the right client for me, then I don't take him.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah. Do you have some final words that you want to say to the people out there listening to this podcast?
I'm sure many men will also listen. So first I would say, women, please be aware of how amazing you are. You are so amazing. You are so strong. You are so powerful and such a beautiful being. Please, please, please be aware of that. and recognize it and acknowledge it and allow it. Allow yourself to be as amazing as you are. And dear men, I love men. I'm amazed how strong they are, how different they are, and they complete us.
Yes.
They complete us, and we just want to be loved. We just want to be held when we are sad. We just want to be that you listen. In general, we don't want your advice, we want your love.
Yes.
That's it. Love us like we are, and we will love you as you are.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. This has been a pleasure to have you on this podcast. Thank you so much, Biggi, for coming on this podcast.
Thank you so much for having me, Heidi, and anytime I'm here for you and for your listeners.
Thank you so much, and I will sure ask you to come on and we can talk about the subject. You have so much of the same things that I'm burning off. I have passion for to give out to the world. So yeah, we will definitely do that. And to all the listeners out there, it has been a pleasure to have you on today, and have a beautiful day, and be yourself, and have a great day wherever you are in the world. Bye.
Bye.